Good afternoon, Christopher Dow here with Donpreme Developers. It is Monday. Hopefully, everyone had a great weekend and a productive start to the week thus far. On Mondays, we talk about first-time home buyers, um, and I seen something online. I think this morning or yesterday. It was just posing a question. Is renting a better option than owning a home? And I kind of went a little deep in just my analysis of that question being posed. But what it made me realize is that most people don't understand that they are only buying in one instance, and what that means is um, most of the time, when someone gets to the point to say, "Okay, I want to buy a house," they only consider one way. And they only consider one way because they've been conditioned to think that this is the, end all be all when it's not. And like most of the things that, we're conditioned to think, in society at large, they're not beneficial. So um, traditionally, individuals think, okay, let me, get a 30-year mortgage. Let me buy a single family house and let me just call it a day, right? When, buying a house has so many different, levels of exploration that you can undergo that can serve you very, very well in regards to, uh, building your portfolio and doing things as a byproduct of that decision, right? So obviously, buying a multi-unit, especially if you're single and you don't have any kids, or even if you're not single, but more so the kids part. Like if you don't have any children, um, buying a multi-unit makes a ton of sense. And there are multi-units out there, so it's not like it's not like you're throwing a coin in the wishing well to get one, right? And again, the reason why that's so smart because again, if you get to the point of starting a family, etc., now you have obviously an asset that's cash flowing month in and month out, and let's say you get more than one, even if you have one, but let's say you get more than one, and let's say you have multiple children, now your income from those properties are facilitating a lot of the things that kids need: food, clothes, field trips, doctor bills, whatever. Um, so that's why the multi-unit makes sense, right? And again, if that's your first time buying a home, it makes a ton of sense, right? Now, if we get a little bit more into it, obviously the foreclosure route I think makes a ton of sense just because one, you're able to secure an asset for under market value and you have leverage of that equity. I'm a living example of that process. And even when I was in that process, I would say green. I didn't necessarily um, know what I was learning, but I was learning it, and I was going through each step in each process. And now 3 years later, um, I see the benefit and I see the fruits of that of that process. So um, I say all that to say, when you're buying a house, have all options on the table, and don't get, caught up in the, oh, my credit's bad, or I ain't got no money, or whatever. Just don't get caught up in that because all that is, this is mental conditioning, right? If you don't have good credit, they have options out there for individuals who seek home ownership who don't have, you know, decent or solid credit. So that's not an excuse. Um, but nonetheless, I do think that more people should start exploring other options, right? Again, if you don't have any children, if you're, single, or if you're even in a relationship, that needs to be a conversation. Hey, if I get one and you get one, now we killing the game. So when we come together and we want to, go grab, our dream house or whatever. Now we have everything facilitated, and these are real things. I know a lot of times people, they might get on Instagram and they might see, a lot of these promotional and marketing, examples of stories and different things like that. But understand that these are real, tangible items that you can achieve. Like, again, a living example. Um, and you don't have to, have an absorbent amount of money. You do need some money. You don't need an absorbent amount of money. You just need some money, and you need to uncloak yourself from a certain way of thinking, right? Because, for instance, me telling my wife, hey, let's buy this house that is like not turnkey. We got to gut it out. Let's buy all new appliances. Let's, hardwood floors, paint, this and that, trim, windows, etc. Let's do all that. Um, Opposed to, hey, let's just sign this paper and then just move our stuff in, right? And then just kind of going through that process and her seeing, from day one to day of completion and understanding why, we did what we did and how it has set up things going forward in the future. So, when I'm, dealing with clients, I'm like, hey, don't box yourself in, because you gotta understand the mental conditioning, right? If you box yourself in to think in a certain way, then you will fall into a trap of thinking, okay, let me just get this 30-year conventional and call it a day. It makes no sense, right? At least allow your home to, give you a gateway to other things. And again, by us securing $160,000 worth of equity, that was the foundation for a lot of moves off of that. And the sooner people understand, if you just turn the page, because sometimes people just get stuck on an introductory page. But if you just turn the page when it comes to home buying, you'll see that there's so many options. It's just you have to be strategic about going about them. Like individuals in the military, with the VA loans, that's the best thing since sliced bread, right? That's a whole nother discussion. But yeah, just getting familiar with the unfamiliar, and I think that'll be something that better serves individuals than just kind of doing the same song and dance, right? You never get different results with the same action. So that's all we got for you guys today. And again, if you are trying to get, ownership of a home and different things like that, stop waiting, stop procrastinating. There's no time like right now. And that complacency enemy is real. It likes to get very cozy with you. It likes to make you very comfortable, and you'll start, telling yourself stuff like it'll be okay, or I'll wait, or trying to find this perfect moment. There is no perfect moment. Trust me, there is no perfect moment. You just have to do it. So that's all we got for you guys today. Donpreme.com. Tap in with us, book your appointment so we can get your consultant assessment review. Like I said, if you're buying a home, investing in real estate, business planning, asset acquisition and maintenance, and family planning. We do consulting for all. So tap in with us so we can, help you get a plan, solid plan together, take them action steps and achieve. A little premature, but at the top of the year, we'll be dropping a few opportunities because, a lot of people looking to invest. People are, very, what's the word I'm looking for? Not paranoid, but they're very conscious about, that decision to invest. So we're definitely going to be presenting, options for individuals to get, a nice introduction to investing, and, just build from there. So we got for you guys today, donpreme.com. Log in, book your appointment today. Because again, the information and the building of our own network is very important. I think we all see, the repercussions of us not having that, and that's all we got. So you guys enjoy the rest of your Monday. Have a productive week. Find out, what's the next step towards whatever it is you're trying to achieve in life. Take that and then keep that going. That's all I got for you guys.